Hey there again, YouTube. This is Ice9 with another Madden Mobile video. Going to be covering the rookie premiere sets that just came out. And as well, we're going to be talking about the economy in general and just what we have looking forward here to the resets. So, new rookie premiere sets with 4 master players, all 99s with a +1 boost. And we could kind of see it's all set based on live events. So this is going to be something that people can get, and I assume that they're going to be running this promo for the rest of the year until the reset, or at least give people a reasonable amount of time to do the sets. And I've gotten a couple elite pulls here. I haven't done any stamina refills or anything like that, nor do I really plan on doing any stamina refills for it. Players don't look too exciting as far as I'm concerned, but for some people, I think they'll be cool players to have. Or if you just want to have an all boosted team, I mean, they're boosted 99 players, and there's 4 of them at different positions, so that's not a bad thing. But pull rates look decent. I've gotten 2 elite pulls out of my 8, and then 6 gold. So you put them into this set here, and you need 4 elite rookie premier collectibles to get 1 premier player usable in the premier master set. And set before that, you put in 10 golds and get 1 elite rookie premier collectible to put in those sets. So far, with the pull rates being what they are, I don't recommend doing that set, but we'll have to see how many elites we get from the set, from the live events rather, and we'll kind of see how things play out. The collectibles are not auctionable. First thing I tried to do is sell them, so that is only something you're going to be able to get from doing the live events, is what it seems. Or maybe getting some of these players from packs as well. But you need 20 of these elite rookies to get one of these players, and that's a lot. When you look at this, and that's basically 1 go through of stamina, and I require quite a few more to even do 1 player, so it's going to take some time, and hopefully EA will give us some time to do these sets for the people who want these players. But here's our first player, Carson Wentz, number 2 overall, drafted by the Eagles, and we could kind of see on this, and it's not a bad card, but as far as the 99 quarterbacks go, with all the GT players that have come out, Manziel, Cam, Carr, just all these guys, this isn't a great card. It's not a bad card, it's just not great, with the throw accuracy stats all being in the mid 90s, when there's other guys that are in the upper 90s, or there's guys that are faster, and in Cam's case, stronger. But this is a solid card, not a great card. 99 throw power, not too bad. And +1 awareness boost, which still has some use. However, from a gameplay point of view, not too exciting of a card. Going on to Joey Bosa, defensive end, and speed's not really high, even though the acceleration is really good. Tackle number by this point in the game is a little low. He could definitely use Watt's boost, Gauntlet Watt with +5 tackle. Pursuit is the boost, +1 pursuit. Not a bad boost, but not one that's going to be really evident in gameplay, I don't think. Hit power is pretty low at 86, and the power moves are pretty good at 99. So again, not a great boost. Gameplay-wise, doesn't look like a great player, but certainly looks like a pretty good one. Another 99 halfback here in Ezekiel Elliott. It's not a bad boost at all, +1 acceleration. The problem is that Combine CJ2K, who has been out for months now, has +2 acceleration. And if we look at this guy's stats in comparison to all the Boss and GT running backs or gold medal master Barry Sanders, he's slower. Strength is pretty good. Acceleration's really good at 99, but the catch number is in that Bo AP category of high 70s, 77, so not a really good catching halfback. The numbers are pretty average for a 99. They're probably more like a 98 or something like that, or in some cases, even a 96 running back. So, not a great back. Pretty good boost, not a great boost. And moving on to Jalen Ramsey at cornerback. And this one's the most evident in terms of these are kind of weak 99s, I would say. And agility is not a terrible boost, but only 96 speed, which is pretty low for this time in the game. Acceleration's really good at 99. The man in the zone are 96, 94, which is not great, and neither is the 92 play recognition. So it's not a bad boost, but just not a really good player in general. I would say the stats, all the necessary stats, speed, coverage, are not really good for a cornerback. So that's those four players, and we'll have to see what our Ultimate Legend and GT players are going to be tomorrow. And one thing you can see, I am back down to under 200,000 coins, and I made a decision and went out and got GT Des Bryant. So this, along with Boss Rice, are probably the two best wide receivers in the game. The reason I went for Dez is I like the GT players in general. He's really, really strong. Boost up to 97 strength. Acceleration is probably the weakest point on the card. Boss Rice is 101, which is really good with 99 speed. So you could say Rice is probably a little faster, but Dez is stronger, and also his jump is higher. With equal height, he's going to jump a bit higher than Jerry Rice. If I got Rice, I would probably put him in the slot, but Dez, you could play him in the slot, but he definitely works at wide receiver one, and very, very expensive. I hadn't seen a GT Dez going on the market for 3 days, so finally I was able to get him one. I actually got a really lucky pull with Game Changers last night, and I got 96 DRC through the live event, which was the best pull I've gotten all year, for sure. So I went and sold him for almost 1,000,000 coins, and that gave me just enough to get the starting bid on Dez. And we could kind of see now, we're going to go through different things in the auction house now. I was just looking up Rice. I think some people bought up the Boss version of the card and then are trying to resell at a small profit. It's becoming easier to corner the market, especially on a Boss player or even on these set-based players when they haven't had Ultimate Legend packs for 2 weeks now. It's become easier to corner the market on a given player. By the way, this set-based version is a pretty good-looking card, so you want something kind of cool, Ultimate Legend, you would rather play this versus like Julio Jones, Positional Hero, or something like that. Pretty good card here, and really high carry numbers for a wide receiver too. Kind of see the stats and how he stacks up with Dez. So even the set-based version, it has some green over the GT, which is a pretty cool thing. And then there's quite a bit of green on this guy, but one less speed, less strength, higher carry though, and less jump and less elusive. So it's kind of take your pick. Dez is definitely more money, so on a budget, Rice is definitely the better choice, but I just wanted the Dez card. What can I say? I'm not a huge fan of his, but it was just a really good looking card, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger. But if we look now, we're going to look at different things in the auction house. And going back to 99 wide receivers, this is something that I do all the time. So we got Set Rice, Set Moore, GT Jackson, which is a really fast card, but not too tall or strong. The Crabtree card, which is probably the worst 99 wide receiver in the game. The Jones card, which is really, really good, and the price is down because it's set based. More of them are being put out there. And here's a Boss Calvin going for under 4 million coins now. I've actually seen him closer to 3 million coins. Andre is probably the best value in a wide receiver right now in the 99, and these ignore these auctions. He's going at 1 million or under. Boss Megatron for less. Boss Des Bryant, which doesn't stack up at all. You can see in comparison to his GT card, which they based it off of this card, but faster, stronger, better catch, better jump. So some really, really important improvements in that GT card. Set-based Moore, not a bad card. A pretty tall guy. He's got a GT card coming out. Here's Johnson again. And you can see, well, somebody's cornering the market on the Andre Johnson card, it looks like, because he's going in the upper 1 millions now. Here's Trophy Monster Irvin. Not a bad boost, but we could see the stats. There's not a lot of green from Bryant at all. Slower, not as strong, not as agile. Catch numbers not as good, even though it's 99 and he's got a +2 catch boost. Doesn't jump as high, not as elusive. Not a bad card, but look, that's it. 99 wide receivers, and there's a lot of them out there in the game. And we saw no Boss Herman Moores. We saw no of a lot of cards. And we could kind of see, we'll go to corners because we know that we've got a lot out there. And we'll see Ultimate Legends, including the older ones that aren't as good. Josh Norman cards out there. There's a couple people selling Shermans for 3.5 million coins. There's an NTL who's hovering around 5 million for a while. Now he's coming down. Boss Woodson, Trey Walker, which was probably the weakest of the GT corners, and there's a few of these guys out there you can see because of that. I'd rather have Norman than Walker, and that's why he's on my team. Here's Dion 2, under 4 million coins. Not a bad card, just not real strong. Marcus Peters, again, not a bad card at all. GT DRC, a lot of green over Sherman. Just not very strong, kind of a Dion-like card. Here's a Ramsey card. So 6 million for this card. And no way I'd pay that. There's no way whatsoever. But maybe some fan will buy him. I kind of doubt it at that money. But he's probably the first one to market with the card. And let's see if we can find it. And again, that is it. It's done. Not much at that position. We'll go on to, let's try defensive end. See who's out there. So there's the set-based Jones and Watt cards. Positional hero Mac. Here's a Boss Watt going for 3.5 million. That's a great card. Really, really good card. And there's GT Clowney, still going for over 6 million coins. Boss Taylor. And again, not much on the auction house at all. So people are kind of hanging on to what they have. They're not listing much or doing anything new. And it's really getting to that point where it's hard to buy things. I had to basically spend all my coins to get Bryant. What that did, though, this is kind of interesting. So, and it kind of caught me off guard. I thought it would take my offense back up. See, if I put Rice in there, my offense goes down to 104, and that's a 99 wide receiver with a boost. So it's kind of surprising. But when we put Dez in there, it takes me up to 105 offense, 105 defense. Now all I need to do to get a 105 overall would be to put positional hero Vinatieri in there and then probably get a better punt returner. And that probably would be enough to put me at 105 overall. I'm not too worried about it at that point. Obviously, it doesn't really mean a lot to gameplay. As a matter of fact, kicking in the end zone is probably a detriment to gameplay. So, not too worried about it, but it would be kind of cool to bring up the overall to 105 like I did last year for the legacy team. So from this point forward, though, probably not going to be doing a lot of changes. I went all in on Des Bryant, even though I know GT linebackers are coming out. And like I was kind of mentioning in my last video, even though defense is really important, and usually this whole year I've had a better defense than I've had in offense, but in league to league, if somebody executes, they're going to put up 24 on you. And then when it comes to Hall of Fame, defenses play really, really good regardless. They play at max levels, basically. So having little improvements here and there doesn't make the biggest difference. One of the GT linebackers would be nice. I don't know at this point if I have what it takes to go through and get the necessary coins to get one of these guys, especially before they come out with me sitting at under 200,000 coins at this point. I'll try to build up the coins with all rookies. I have Madden cash for stamina refills, but I just don't know how much I'm going to do at this point. So we'll see. But pretty happy with the team moving forward. 105 offense, 105 defense. Pretty happy with that at this point. But that is my video for the day. Shout out to Papa Raider. He has videos up as well. He's in my YouTube subscriptions. And thanks for watching, guys.